Hello?
Says we're live.
We're fat and live.
Stop. I wonder if anybody's watching. Well, I just joined the live chat, so.
Okay. Which way makes me look less fat and angry? There. That's nice. Make sure the legs are properly bent to hold us all in place there. Hold us all in place there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I gotta share this to where I need to share it.
Ooh, new meaning to be immobile. That is correct.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? What the hell? Something's different. Switch up.
Yep.
What do you mean switch up?
Are we upside down?
Or she just means we switched it up.
Oh.
Or she just means we switched it up.
Oh.
Does this fat make me look fat? There you go. Nice little 17th Street surf shop. Yes, the ladder.
Yeah.
So you're saying I'm fatter?
No. Are we upside down?
No, I don't think we're upside
Okay.
down. Was fine. Hello?
Not a lot of answers.
So can you guys actually hear us? Anybody? No, not upside down. Very nice.
Okay.
Sweet. Can hear. Good. Does it sound okay? We're using a completely immobile setup.
Immobile.
Yeah. We are immobile. You know.
Yeah.
So you get to do more interacting because I can see them when they come up, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
I'm trying to share to everybody right now.
Well, I got in my pocket. Trash.
New game. What's in Greg's pocket?
Ready? Who wants to guess what's in my pocket? You got blankies. Maybe.
Hmm?
Is that your guess? Blankies in my pocket? Who wants to guess what's in my pocket? Ready?
What?
Here it is.
You're terrible.
How dare you?
Live.
How was that?
You're terrible.
Yeah, YouTube on TV is way behind phones. Yeah. Yep. Well, if you watched the previous video, I have a glasses holder. Let's see. Well, we look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Except for this fat part. Gotta get rid of that. Nice little 17th Street surf shop shirt.
Oh, gosh.
Long sleeved.
Yeah.
Got this from my daughter.
Ooh.
My favorite daughter. What? Hey-o.
Hi.
You're going to use it? No. I don't have a CD player. Use a CD player in my van. What do you think this is? Psst, it's 2018, bro. We don't have no CD player in here. We stream. I actually ordered a cable off the internets specifically to be able to inject music into the live stream, but they sent me the wrong one. So, yeah, I haven't been there in a long time either.
Been where? Oh, yeah.
17th Street Surf Shop.
Yeah.
I used to like it because a long time ago, they had a deal. It was it started out being it was like 2 for $9, where you got a short sleeve and long sleeve 17th Street Surf Shop, and you got 2 of them for $9. Then it went to like 2 to 14, and then it went to like 2 to 17, and then it went like 2 to 32. That's how you layered up.
Yeah.
You had a short sleeve and long sleeve, so that way you wore the long sleeve and then you put the short sleeve over it, and that was the cool style back in the 80s, man.
And then the more expensive place, WRV.
Yeah, now they got like 1 for a penny, where you spend like $35 and then you get like 1 shirt for a penny extra. So it's like, yeah, I remember when WRV,
Because theirs was 2 for
it was like
31.
WRV and
Yeah.
Whalebone Junction, and
Theirs was 2 for $30, and like at school, you always knew whose parents were rich because
Exactly.
they had
And
new
it was like,
ones all the
oh,
time.
if you were wearing WRV, that was money, man.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and there used to be, I don't even know if it's still around. Pete Smith Surf Shop used to be down there. Yep.
No, Jester's is gone. Jester's used to be really cool, kind of like a mix between
So
a
they're still like 18?
head
Alright,
shop and like you could get like a spiked belt, or you could get marijuana smoking supplies or weird stuff from that place. And they closed down a couple years ago, and I actually bought one of their cool display tables from a thrift shop for like $5.
Didn't have time to make coffee, but this is Starbucks. Guess what kind of coffee it is?
What?
Go ahead and guess. Ready? Guess.
They have no idea. Black. That's one of the guesses.
Close. Actually, psychotic people are supposed to be drinking black.
Yeah.
Whippets, bongs, papers. Yeah, really. Anybody else want to guess? Americano. Actually, I don't even know what I got. I was gonna do the middle finger thing again, but there we go.
Tuxedo. And then we have a tiny puppuccino for
Here, show them the holiday flames.
yeah, for Pepper here. See her
Get the
licking.
burning heck.
That's because of all the sugar she's been eating.
Yeah, she's got a little puppuccino. Can you guys see what's in there?
Yeah.
Look at
So,
that. Actually, it's probably better if I
yeah.
angle it towards the. I'll probably dump this shit all inside.
Oh, she is salty right now.
Ooh,
She's like, "How dare you disturb me in my puppuccino process?"
making a mess.
Look at that. She does not care about the podcast at all.
Yeah,
So,
this lens does slightly distort down towards the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pepper. Bug-eyed turd. So, yeah.
Well, we started out with 8.
Yeah.
Now we're down to 5.
Oh well.
Yeah,
You
probably
guys-
because there's no music.
Yeah. You guys look cold. Whatever.
Actually, not really. We get well, I mean, it is kind of chilly. I don't know what it is, like 30-something degrees.
So instead of telling you guys what we're eating for dinner, it's what we're drinking from Starbucks. And I'm not sure if it'll show the label.
Well, there's a lens. You should probably point it at the. If we actually.
Yeah, my instructions are this long. I have a venti toffee nut frappuccino with 1 shot affogato, no whipped cream, add salted caramel and salted caramel salt. Yeah,
That's some dumb. That's just not cool.
affogato. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Brittany says the same. Yes. So anyway, welcome back to the Creep Geeks podcast. I have no idea what episode this is. We're kind of doing this out of turn. Our last episode, the audio was absolute crap, and we found out it wasn't us. Believe it or not, sometimes it, it is what it is. But anyway, we thought we'd do this podcast from a mobile situation. We're actually in. Is it 102? Thank you very much, Jay.
Or 103.
Might be 103.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't software, because I actually watched some other live streams where people were talking about the audio was clipping. No matter what they did, it would clip. And that's what was happening with our audio last time.
Wasn't it another outdoor channel that you watch or traveling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
So,
so we kind of changed things up a little bit. We're sitting out here because we're going to be testing this because we actually got some big news.
yeah.
Big future type news. So there you go. And it's kind of weird because I'm looking at the screen so I can see us, just catch any comments, and it makes it look like I'm not looking at the camera lens, which is right here. For that, I apologize. So.
Same here. Okay, there we go.
So-
Now I can read the comments.
So we have to kind of, for a while,
Yeah.
off and on. So this podcast is relatively unstructured. So we have some news.
We do.
Yeah, would you stop talking? Just stop. If you're not going to be serious, I'll turn this van around. All right?
Good thing you have a rear view backup camera.
Well, why is that a good thing? I don't need that to kick you out. I'm just like, get out.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, before you gotta be serious with this kind of stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on. Serious business.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Why do you do that as a pet peeve, and you do that to make me angry, so it makes me look You know, like I'm just this angry, crusty guy drinking this liquored up Starbucks.
Well, because you are.
Don't do that anymore. We're done with that. We're
Hi,
moving on.
Brian.
We were gonna have news, but now we're not.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's up to you now. You figure it out.
Nope. What news were we going to have?
Our future plans. Didn't you read the title of the podcast? They got that amazing, out of nowhere thumbnail it took. So we were setting up for the to do this. And when you go live on YouTube, it basically will take a snapshot, like a thumbnail, so you can have a thumbnail for your video. And our video is just like our thumbnail is bad.
Yeah.
Because it kind of caught us off guard. What the hell? Look at it. Got like half a forehead and part eyeball. So anyway, we had some news and we got some future plans, and we figured we'd share them with you, and then we'd sit around and answer any questions and ask some questions. So this particular podcast is basically about us and what we're going to do, why we're going to do it, where we're going to do, what we're going to do, and all of that good stuff. So to more concrete plans have sort of surfaced for us, and we're going to tell you about our future endeavors. And since we're doing this podcast live stream through mobile using the old iPhone-y, your comments come up and they go away. So
Yeah.
we will answer comments as we can. And if you're listening through the audio podcast, you can join us live every Sunday on YouTube's.
Yeah.
Except for this upcoming Sunday. But we'll see. But if you subscribe and thumbs up and all that stuff, if you're watching YouTube, you'll be notified. And if you're listening to the audio method, the download will show up. So anyway, before we get started, does anybody have any questions? You in the back. No?
No.
I'm not asking you.
Oh.
Look what you did.
I didn't do this. Where's the light? Oh, it turned off.
I've completely broken the car.
I did not break the car.
Our mobile effort is going down the shitter. Yes, clap on. I wish that did work. Clapper.
Alexa, turn light on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Google.
Can we set up the... Oh, look, your light went out. There we go.
Hello.
So right now for dinner, we have no dinner plans. It's just, we made it to Starbucks, and that's about it.
Actually, for dinner, right now, I have a gingerbread thing.
Oh, yeah, and a cake pop, because that's so healthy.
Ooh. Very much for showing up. Brian's here, Jay's here, Montana's here. There's got to be snacks in there, and you know it, dude. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That looks terrible on
looks
camera.
It's awful. You go ahead and eat that terrible looking thing.
No, I don't want it now, because of how bad it looks on
You
camera.
eat your awful looking thing. So,
Yeah. Oh, we did get jerky
keep talking.
from the store. But yeah, Brittany, that is the cake pop, the birthday cake pop. It just looks real bad on camera.
I'm sure the audio people are like, what is this doing?
Yeah, they are. But we've been invited to go have chili in California.
What kind of chili?
What kind
It's
of
not like
chili?
vegan or anything weird where they have like raisins and shit in it, right? You
No.
ever had that?
My
Because the
bro-
raisins turn into grapes. When you put them in there, it's freaking awful, man.
No, my little brother and his lady, they know how to make good food. So, yeah.
His lady.
Yes.
He's a man of leisure.
Yeah. Oh, you guys think raisins in chili are weird? One of my coworkers from one of my last jobs, real good friend, great guy, swears by putting carrots in his chili. And
I've had that before.
I used to pick on him like all the time about
It's not
it.
too bad.
So, just because I thought it was so weird. So, yes, my sister-in-law, his lady of the night.
Mr. Honer, we are in the driveway.
Yeah, we're...
In the albino rhino in the driveway.
Yes, we are. So, we are in New Mexico.
Still.
So, that's me being disappointed. In a van with lights that go off and Starbucks and pepper. Because that's pretty much all you need. What?
Look at that terrible thumbnail.
I know, right?
It's like half a forehead.
So, that's your terrible... Oh, gosh.
You know, I bet if I would have brought the other
Yeah.
iPad, I could play the music.
Oh, okay. So, hmm.
Whoa.
But,
Wow. The quality is terrible.
yeah, that is. No, we did not forget to pay the electric bill, and that reminds me, I need to, take care of some things.
Who said that?
Mr. Brian.
No.
Yeah.
First off, how dare you, sir? and B, I've actually overpaid it.
Yeah.
I woke up in a cold sweat the other day and paid all the bills over again. So, yeah. So I logged in the other day to check. The gas company said, credit, do not pay us. And the electric company said, zero balance, do not pay. And everything said, do not pay. So
We're actually just trying to test out whether
I
this
forgot
works.
kind of forgot what day it was. I'm like, what the hell? So,
Yeah. All this save stuff that I wanted to mention is not.
the worst is, I used to freaking do that with the water bill in Virginia. Because the water bill's billed in Virginia, it's like every 2 months. You know, so you have your cycle. So I would sit there and go, man, I can't remember the last time I paid the water bill. So I just jump online and pay it real quick. I wound up running like a $300 credit. So I'm just wondering why you're sitting in the cold in the driveway. Well, we actually just got back from doing a bunch of running around, actually going to the dump and throwing stuff away and all that kind of, not the dump, but there's like a place that's kind of like where you can just go throw stuff away. And we call it the Walmart parking lot. And so we've been running around for a while, so the van is still warm.
Yeah.
So, and it is insulated, and we are wearing hoodies.
Even Pepper
So-
has a jacket on.
Even Pepper has, oh, look at this, I could do this.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
That is nice. So, yeah, so pretty much what we're doing is we're kind of testing out this mobile deal. So, yes, we are going to be doing the whole show from the van. And the next time we actually do the show, like when we're all on the road, because that's the part of the news that we were getting to. Yeah. Questions?
Are you doing the whole show from the van?
Nice. Types of beans, onions, olives, corn peppers.
Ancho chilies.
Okay, I was gonna say anchovies, and it's like paprika, or if you're British, paprika.
Oh,
Hello.
it's trying to reconnect us. So.
Yep.
Are we back?
I think so.
Yay. Okay.
Can't win.
I know. So.
Don't be scared, baby. Wow. Wow.
Wow. What?
Her
Greg's
her
phone.
man's daughter had a 6-year-old. She's 6. She just turned 6, so she had a birthday. So we're filming her reaction, and all you hear is Brittany going, "Wow!" all crazy. So
Yeah.
I just thought I'd bring that up.
Dirk's like, Greg's phone popped up with a message, insert coin.
Pretty.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh, all I heard was paprika, and then you guys buffered for like a whole minute.
Yeah, you can't. I guess you can't talk crap about paprika.
Or British cooking.
Yeah.
So, oops.
Hello.
I'm so. I gotta scoot in for this. Hi.
What do you have to screen for? They can see like all of you.
Okay.
You just can't see because this is in the way.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's what your phone is for.
I can see.
See the comments.
Yeah. Comments
nice.
right there. So.
Yep.
All right. So thank you.
So
guys.
we actually have 22 people watching. We don't think we even know 22 people. Do we know 22 people?
Maybe on a good day.
That's possible. Gordon Ramsay taking it to us.
Yeah.
Are they making fun of paprika?
But thank you guys for sharing so much in the CreepGeeks Facebook group. Me busy this week, so love the content. Thank you guys. And yes, live from a van down by the river, or live from a van down by the desert because we're still in New Mexico. So, what are you doing?
I was trying to bring it back up so I can see
Yeah,
the chats.
the meat guy's not back. I wish he was.
The San Antonio meat guy.
Yeah.
So, for those of you listening who remember, I sort of talked about this random person that sent $5
Yeah.
via PayPal trying to figure it out. Well, what it was is this gentleman named Daryl, and Daryl had watched one of my videos, and he clicked on one of the links to buy whatever as a floor mat, to buy a floor mat off of Amazon, but they didn't have his vehicle type, so he wound up buying it from somewhere else. So what this guy did was he actually sent me $5 through PayPal because he figured the affiliate link, that money comes from the affiliate link. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm like, dude, you know, what's up? You didn't have to do that. So then he made a video where he talked all about CreepGeek for a minute and showing off the formats and stuff. So I thought it was actually pretty cool.
And we did share that to your community, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you got. $5 just for being such a good YouTuber.
Yeah. So I kind of felt bad about it. I'm like, what is this? So we're gonna send him some stickers
Oh, cool.
if he ever responds.
Yeah, we should. And we are still taking episodes and story suggestions and stuff like that. Just email us. You can email us at contact@creepgeeks.com. And if I were better prepared, I'd tell you our have for dinner. C's Meats, delivering fine meats to San Antonio Valley for over
Sweet.
35 years.
Ban him.
Yeah.
Banned immediately.
I'm pretty sure it's either the tablet or Chupacabra messing with our signal at the moment. So,
Well, actually, what it is that the phone is, we're out in the driveway. We're using the live stream through the phone. The phone is still connected to our Wi-Fi. The tablet is connected to the Wi-Fi. She's connected to the Wi-Fi. Everything is connected to the Wi-Fi, even though the phone is supposed to let go and not be connected to the Wi-Fi. So there we go. And we
Yeah.
do have special guest Pepper with us.
yeah. Oh,
You can't really see her, but you can pretend that she's there.
here. And she has her foot in her whipped cream.
Her puppuccino.
Yep. Say hi, Pep. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi. You're just... She's more concerned with where you just put her puppuccino.
Oh, does she want it back? I
I think she's just being salty.
thought she was done.
There we go. Look at that. Okay.
Move this just like this. There.
Oh, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Neck guy going viral on Facebook is actually a shape-shifting lizard person that got startled while feeding and had to transfigure back into his human form before he was done swallowing someone.
Well, that's good to know. I just thought he was just a criminal with a thick neck.
Yeah, and he's got a frilled lizard neck. So when he tried to morph back into a human, it didn't work all the way.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can eat peanut butter with his neck. I thought that was pretty funny.
The comment was, that dude looks like he can sip peanut butter or something.
Yeah. So, that was kind of funny.
Yeah. I was trying to find someone in our group shared a post about a road in Virginia that is supposedly haunted. Where was that place? It's like somewhere between
know.
Franklin. I just remember it because I've actually been geocached. It's like Crawford Road. That's it. And that place has had like 5 murders along that road in like the past decade. And some people have reported some haunted stuff. One of our listeners in the chat right now just mentioned a different road, Elbow Road. Yes, that place is scary. So I've been on that road, in the deep of night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, and that place is terrifying. Yes, that is the loudest sandwich ever. I'm trying to talk. What is that?
Gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
You like gingerbread?
Yes, it is like the old Sun Chips bag.
You know what's funny? I made a video about that called Loudest Bag in the World. Or Loudest Chip Bag in the World. CBS morning television stole my video.
Good Morning America, because they got to play.
But it was not Good Morning America.
Really?
It was I just said what it was. It was CBS, their morning show, stole my video, and used like 7 or 10 seconds of it or whatever it was. Because when I woke up and checked Facebook, there was people asking me, you know, why is your dog on even the ex-wife seen it. Why is your dog on the morning news? I'm like, what are you talking about? Because the video goes, the part of the video that they stole, it said, this is the loudest bag in the world. I went like this. My dog Ben was right there, man, at the potato chip bag because he loved potato chips. So, yeah. And it's like, so you could steal a video and use it for what you want as if you're on broadcast television, but if anybody else borrows it, copyright, right?
Yeah.
Link the video. I got to be in the house to do that because my phone is actually what's doing it. So, anyway, you want to pick some gingerbread?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah. But why don't you get right up on the microphone so we can give everybody an ASMR video?
No. Who said that?
Helena did.
Banned.
No, we
Oh.
can't ban her. We've already sent her stickers.
Yeah, but the Unfair Use Act doesn't apply to podcast television.
Yeah.
So,
That's the one thing about Starbucks. It makes me like kind of have to clear my throat a bit. So.
why are you telling people? Nobody needs to know that.
Because I noticed. So. Everybody just saw you take one bite and then it faded out. It's so disgusting.
No, the news did not get told yet because somebody. See, that was me throwing shade. You see that?
Would you stop? Are you gonna tell the news?
No, go ahead. I told you can do it.
I don't know how to announce the news.
Now I'm eating my sandwich.
Okay, the news is you turd.
Oh, that was good.
Fake news. You're a turd.
It's pretty good. One bite.
No,
No, seriously, it is pretty good.
I don't like gingerbread. Yep. Bye.
It has an orange frosting on it.
It's okay. I'm good.
Mukbang, bitches.
Yes, I do want to take Greg's press pass away sometimes. Oh. We could have a projector.
Mush it in his face when he takes another bite. Don't listen to Jackie. Jackie will get you in trouble.
I'm not gonna. So am I gonna say the news?
What are you gonna say?
In front of them, you want me to tell you beforehand? That makes a lot of sense.
No, go ahead and tell him.
Okay. What are you doing? No, you're not gonna get
Go ahead
ready.
and tell him.
Stop. I'm gonna tell you that we've been delivering the finest meats to San Antonio for 35 years.
No.
So the news is, we're
All right, so it's been. Hold on.
yes, this is gonna be an ongoing joke for 35 years.
Nice.
Well,
What?
am I gonna say the news?
You don't even know what you're trying to say. So.
No, I don't. Behave yourselves or I'll turn this van around. Prospero.
Yeah, really.
Okay. You gonna crinkle the bag?
I don't even have it. I put it down.
Okay.
Okay, now go ahead.
Go ahead. You make the big news. And... Go on.
What?
Say the big news.
Okay, so for those of you watching and listening, the podcast has been based out of New Mexico. You pay attention.
Yeah.
But we're moving. We're leaving New Mexico. We're going to a secret location in North Carolina where we'll be broadcasting from the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's big news.
Yeah. We have a secret bunker in North Carolina.
You just told them where it was.
So, yeah.
So here's the deal. We've been trying, and it seems like every step of the way, it's been one thing after the other to try to get out of here.
Like a curse almost.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let me give you a rundown of what's happened. Here's part of the news, right? I've lost my wallet twice in 2 days. I never lose my wallet. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's not a big deal. We tried to get a truck to get Omi's truck transported to New Mexico. Went through 3 different things, 3 different companies, and it still hasn't worked out because she didn't want to drive. We were going to pay to have it shipped. We did everything we were supposed to do, so that's not happening. We took her truck into the shop to get a light fixed, a light that should cost like $100 and something, right? $1,200 later, we still have the damn light.
Yeah.
But we fixed other stuff, like the airbag clock spring needed to be replaced. And a bunch of other stuff needed to be, and the ABS needed to be replaced, the traction control. We had to replace the steering sensor in the steering shaft that tells the steering wheel in relation to where the wheels actually turn, where it is. So we had to replace that sensor, the evaporative gas sensor, or evaporative gas, whatever sensor, airbag clock spring, just dumb stuff like that. We're trying to get out of here. We're trying to make it to the undisclosed location to broadcast from the bunker by Thanksgiving. We haven't been back to the East Coast. We haven't been home in 4 years.
Yeah.
My daughters were kind enough to pop out here for a really short visit.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years ago now, it seems like.
Yeah.
So we decided that we're going to go back to the East Coast, and every step of the way, it's been one thing after the other after the other.
It's like New Mexico or some terrible karma has its claws in us and has been trying to just make the process of breaking free of things unbearable. And, you know, while there's a comment in the chat right now that our old shed guy ghost from back home followed us here and loves it in New Mexico. The old shed guy was a ghost or ghostly feeling we had at our old house. I actually attribute it to something else, a little less lighthearted, and that is some bad luck and what I honestly swear is an energy vampire that kind of got their claws in me early last year.
I'm going to blow my nose very loudly.
Yeah. We've had a whole lot of ups and downs here in New Mexico. Some of them really good, some of them really bad. But as of last year, things have just been really, really tough out here. Just all around. And I was working a certain job, and I just got around a lot of people who always gave me a very uncomfortable vibe. I almost felt like mentally and emotionally preyed upon by some of these people I was around. I was working in the defense and education industry, to put it mildly, and I just kept getting surrounded by people who would suck all that good karma out of you, and it wears on you. And so does living in New Mexico. I know we have people who love New Mexico. It is a very beautiful place, but it's still the Wild West. It's still the pioneer era out here. It's 2018, and there are days where I feel like we are living on the Oregon Trail, and at any moment, something bad can happen to you out here.
Yeah, isn't that what it said, the game where you died of syphilis?
Dysentery.
Oh, dysentery.
Yeah, where a wheel will fall off your wagon and starve your whole family.
Yeah, so
You
anyway, we've been trying to get out of here,
Yeah.
and it's not. So we were going to be at, by Thanksgiving is the plan.
It was.
And the truck has set us back. We were trying to leave actually tomorrow. So we were trying to see if it's going to happen or not.
Yeah.
So, like with getting the truck shipped and then having it, it's just been one thing after the other. So that is our plan, is to traveling to events and conferences and meetings and that sort of thing, and representing, CreepGeeks
Yeah.
at these events, because we've been invited to more than one to go out there, and we're not going to let a pesky thing like making money stop us. So that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to go do these events and, kind of keep doing the podcast. So once we get set up on and better, once we get things sort of hammered out there,
Yeah.
it's going to be straight up. We're going to do this mobile. We're going to do it from our home base in the bunker, right? It's going to, because we're going to change it up a little bit, broadcasting live from the bunker and whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to go do these things. We're going to film things. I've already pre-ordered a nice little cinema camera to kind of give. So we're going to give this a serious go. So we're going to be mobile.
Yeah.
So we're going to broadcast, where we can, where we're supposed to. We're going to do as mobile as best we can. We'll do it from our home base if we need to. We're going to be making videos about things and different things. The CreepGeek channel is going to grow. So we're going to go social media full force.
Yeah.
Full force in the social media. We're going to have tens of people following us.
Well,
Actually, the podcast is really growing. So by the time, once you roll everything in all into one.
the podcast
We
is
have a-
growing on our audio. I mean, like we're our audio downloads are doubling almost every day or
Yeah,
every episode.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, and the cinema camera is actually, it's by Black Magic.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be, anyway, I'm super excited. I went ahead and pre-ordered it because, you kind of had to, and the things have been pre-ordered. And you know what? They're going to get it to me quick by January. January.
Which
So
is funny because we have a
it's
possible,
the Black Magic. What?
we have a possible event coming up in February as well as March.
Yes.
Yeah. So nick of time we'll be getting that new camera.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Actually, I wouldn't. No, I couldn't afford. If I was going to spend that much money, instead of using an Ari or a Red, I would go EOS, man. I would use C200. Would be pretty good for something,
Yeah.
a Canon for sure. But for $1,300, man, the new Black Magic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. Yeah, man, I'm totally about wanting to play with that.
HF VidShots asked a good question. Are you going to be moving or just wandering?
Well, you can't do one without the other. If we were just wandering, we'd have to keep this place in New Mexico, so we're not going to do that. So we are moving. We will be based off the East Coast.
Yeah. Basically, we'll have a home base out there.
In the bunker.
Yep. In Carolinas.
And
So-
when we need to go places to represent and travel and all that stuff, we're totally going to do that. So there's going to be a lot of different things happening.
Yeah. And if you know of events happening on the East Coast or anywhere interesting that they might want to have the Creep Geeks show up, send us an email, contact@creepgeeks.com.
Yes.
And I think I have our phone number memorized. 575-208-4025.
Yes.
Yep. So
See? Was it?
do exactly what we always told people not to do. First time you use the camera is on a paying gig.
Damn right. For those of you who don't know, I used to work with Dirk a long time ago. Dirk was my trainer.
Yeah.
And then later on, I became a trainer. And I learned a lot. And we know a little bit about cameras and stuff like that
Yeah.
in the industry. A little bit. And we know what not to do. And I'm totally going to do what we tell people not to do. But the difference is the cinema camera is going to be amazing, but if it's not, I've got Canon backup for everything. It's like with wireless mics. We've got all the wireless mics we need. We've got lenses. We've got everything. We can broadcast live and stream live full HD as long as we've got decent internet, which we don't seem to have wherever we go. But I've been gathering things for a while, so it's not like this is spur of the moment.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah.
difference is that you have a clue. Funny you should say that. Me, I've been getting more serious into photography. You can tell by my Instagram account, The Ordinary Hiker, which actually got a message. Somebody wants to feature me, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
But I, as a photographer, and not as a person in the industry, like, you know, from tech side, but as a photographer, I make a ton of mistakes. But the only clue I have is never blame the camera, blame yourself.
Yes.
Because even if your camera is malfunctioning or not giving you the shot you want, it's probably because you are not using it correctly. So even
Here's the rule.
Even he gets frustrated sometimes because I will stay there until I get the shot. If it means 20 minutes for one single picture, I'll do it. So
Unless your camera is physically malfunctioning, it's your fault.
yeah, I
That's all there is to it.
I don't have a clue a lot of times, but I'll get that clue by the time I'm done.
But we're so that's kind of what we're looking at. It's kind of what we're doing. We've kind of said this a couple different times. The difference from saying it in the past to saying it now is that, you know, by Thanksgiving we're not here.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. Oh, my little brother shoots all his Instagram with a Galaxy S9 Plus. So yeah,
Best camera is the one you have.
yep. And that
But
was,
if you have a choice, get a real freaking camera. Well, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Galaxy's great. iPhones are great.
My
They
thing
have a
is-
place, but I mean, a real camera. It really what it boils down to is if somebody says, "Well, what's the difference? How can I tell the difference?" The difference is depth.
yeah.
An iPhone, Android phones, typically there's no depth in the images. So if you have somebody standing here and there's somebody like 10 feet behind them, it doesn't look like there's 10 feet distance between that person in the front, somebody in the back. There's no depth because the way the sensor is, the way it just flattens the image, much like a point and shoot camera would flatten the image. But when you have like a DSLR, or if you got something that's got a huge like lens on it, and you can do these things like zoom, it definitely creates a different image. But
Or creating depth.
I talk trash about the iPhone.
Creating depth. Like I posted a picture today where you can definitely tell there's depth in the image.
That's what I
Yeah.
just said.
But
Depth.
yes, I know. I was
Okay.
giving an example, but never mind.
I just gave an example.
Okay.
Good Lord of the dance. Yeah.
And
Bokeh, nice, good blur.
yeah. And some people are like, well, I take the worst pictures or I'm not skilled. There are sites, again, like you were saying, the best camera you have is the one you got. Look up the camera you have, even if it's your smartphone. Look up how to take pictures with my blank, and you'll find some very useful tips. I mean, a lot of my product photography, I used to do a little antique.
Yeah, the
vlog.
XF300 is a nice camera.
Yeah.
And it's got 50 megabits broadcast quality. So we were actually using the XC10 for a while, actually for a long time, but it actually is, and that thing puts out 50 megabits.
Yeah.
And when you're doing 4K, man, it's 250 megabits. The XC15 would give you SDI and all that other good broadcasting stuff. And really, that's what it boiled down to, because my XC10, the display on it is starting to have a problem and have it repaired. But I wanted to keep doing other stuff, and I wasn't able to do that. So I'm like, I know what I'll do. I'll just buy this Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. It's fine, and here it is. I'll have to wait until January. So still going to get that camera fixed because that was one of our backups. So we're going to have the Blackmagic camera. We also have the XC10, which is a fantastic B-roll camera. The 6D Mark II. You know, I have, you know, anyway, we have enough gear, I think, and microphones as well, and all that stuff to be able to do what we want to do. So it's just kind of a thing. So that's kind of our overall plan, is to get to the East Coast. What do you? Oh, that's you. That's kind of what we're looking at here. So, yeah. So come tomorrow or Tuesday, we are leaving New Mexico.
Hopefully tomorrow. So.
It's not going to be tomorrow because it's already tonight. And it's already tonight, and We have so much stuff we have to do.
That's why I bought you Starbucks.
Look, man, okay, here's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Having moved across the country multiple times, it was always been take it to the last minute, get no sleep, get everything done, then jump in the car to drive like 2 days because you had to be there within like 4 days. Military travel, man, moves and all that stuff, and you just get wore out and it takes forever to recuperate. I'm not doing that. That shit is dangerous. The more older I get, the more I realize how precious life is. And if it comes down to, let's just stay up all night and we'll just power through it and we'll just suffer on the road, I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, and don't do that. Because now you have to drive.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to worry about you driving.
Yeah.
Because you told me multiple times, I don't want to drive it. And
Yeah.
now I got to worry about that. So we'll do what it takes to be safe because it's only 1,700 miles.
Oh, God.
It's only 1,700 miles right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some.
I like Hit Film Pro
Yeah.
and Express.
What is one thing you will miss about New Mexico?
Our friends.
Yep.
And the sunsets. And the sunrise. We love the scenery. We got here, and see, we had friends from Virginia that are here.
Yeah.
So we knew them, which was great. And then we also made friends here, like coworkers and stuff like that, which is great. We love the scenery in New Mexico.
Beautiful landscapes, things you've never seen before if you've lived your whole life on the East Coast.
Yeah, the sad thing is that most people that are here, that are from New Mexico, don't go to any of these places.
Well, that's like a nearly socio-political conversation there. I
But
mean,
who cares? They don't go. I ask them if they go somewhere, and they're like, nope. What did you do over the weekend? Well, we went here, and we seen this, and we took pictures, and this is what we did. What did you do? We went to a brewery.
or like because of the industry I was in, a lot of these people loved all my pictures and loved some of the places we go, and they'd follow us. And they're like, yeah, can't afford to, or I don't have a job that lets me go out here, because a majority of New Mexico is a service industry, and you can't just take 3 days off to go see something wonderful like the Grand Canyon in Arizona or Bisty Badlands all the way in Farmington, New Mexico.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah, and I mean, so there's just a little bit of disparity here where there's these beautiful sights, amazing hiking trails, but you have to invest in it. And it's not just investing in your money and your anticipated time, but always here in the Southwest, investing in knowing the unexpected is going to happen. So, like, yeah.
So what does Prospero do?
I
That's
don't
what I
know.
want to know. What do you do, man?
Huh.
Give us a clue, bro.
Yeah. So, have we ever given Prospero stickers?
No,
Oh. Well,
we should.
yeah.
So that's kind of our plan. We're going to go to the East Coast. We're going to go get set up in the bunker. We're going to look up people that are in the North Carolina area and try to talk to them
Yeah.
and see if they want to talk to us. You know, people like Micah Hanks. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that are now all of a sudden in Western North Carolina.
Yeah.
So we also need to come back here. We'll be coming back to, at least the plan right now is to actually come back to New Mexico in March, because we have the, what's the name of the conference? I can't
Human
remember.
Origins
The
Conference.
Human Origins Conference, and there's a couple more, and you've got Dulce. There's a bunch of places we need to go that we're going to be going to. We're going to try to hit up in North Carolina. We're going to go to Bigfoot. Well, if they do it again, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
We talked about Marion, North Carolina, Foot Fest. There's a bunch of things we have to do. There's some other stuff that we're not going to talk about right this second that we've been asked to do, and things are a little bit different. And also, that also includes the Cheap Geek Facebook group and the Cheap Geek, basically Facebook page, and the YouTube channel that I have for Cheap Geek. There'll be videos there as well, and different things as well, as we shift over to doing more traveling type videos and like van lifestyle videos and all that stuff, because Facebook has put a little bit of a feather in our cap. It has changed things in how we actually view Facebook.
Yeah.
So let's just say, did you know that Facebook pays for videos?
So,
So we're giving this a go. So we're gonna do this full time.
Full time. And I mean, it's the focus is going to be primarily the CreepGeeks podcast and Cheap Geek, but Leftovers for Dinner is going to relaunch their YouTube channel, or my YouTube channel again. So look forward to more videos from there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey man,
yeah.
whatever we can do to help with your indie endeavor, sir,
Yes, sir.
just let us know.
Yep. But like Leftovers for Dinner just published a video last week. I'm gonna be publishing another video about hiking gear and hiking tools, and even some Black Friday deals or Christmas gift ideas for any of the hikers or outdoor people in your life.
Yeah.
So those are coming up on the Leftovers for Dinner channel. I'm also going to the bunker is going to have space for Leftovers for Dinner to actually do craft videos, like full-on craft videos. So if you miss the videos that feature Pepper doing stuff or me making stuff for Pepper, those will be coming back too.
Yes.
So yeah, I logged in and I was looking, and still the top video I have is making a sweater for Pepper. So yeah, but
Yes.
if that's what people want, and I have the time and I have the ability to do it, why not do it?
Yeah.
So, yep.
Because we want to travel and do all that stuff, but we got to be able to eat.
Oh, I think y'all should do 4K B-roll mashups to make previews of the places you are going to be doing episodes on. It's like you're reading our mind, man. So, yeah.
We're not going to do that.
We'll be doing some B-roll.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. So, oh.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, like trailers. Funny you mentioned that. A couple of these social media outlets are really pumping that you do previews and premieres for your videos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. I want to do more hiking videos. Carolinas, we had an earlier comment. They're very nice. That's very true.
Ooh, yeah, Pepper Spring Collection.
I'll be I'll be around nature again, more trees, more wilderness stuff instead of just constant deserts. Out here, when you notice some of my hiking videos and hiking pictures, it's just a lot of desert. So at least I'll be
I
around.
like the desert. So far,
Yeah.
I think, honestly, I like the desert more than the mountains. Like the trees and stuff.
Well,
And the only reason being is because humidity is like this much in New Mexico, but it's like swallows you alive on the East Coast. You sweat like two pigs.
I am genetically used to humidity.
Oh, Dulce and Barcana.
Yeah. But what I'm not used to, or one thing I dislike in hiking on the East Coast, is the amount of moisture causes things to be slippery
And moldy.
and moldy and sometimes treacherous. So I remember one of the last big hikes I did was in western North Carolina. It was called the Boggs Wilderness. And me and my larger dog just kept slipping, and I actually banged my knees up really bad because it was just so bad. So,
This is the best comment we've gotten so far. I've already did my green man knockers and painted my starfish purple.
okay.
Yeah. And Mr. Bryan says, F the humidity. I'm same page with you, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the one thing I don't like about the lack of humidity here in New Mexico is packing up boxes and throwing stuff away, and constantly washing my hands and cleaning up has caused my hands to get so dry that box I pick up or the next thing I do, it might just rip my skin open because it's so dry here. So.
Yes. It's for the film. Hey, man, you don't have to justify your personal life there, Mr. Prospero. It's up to you, buddy. Whatever you want to do, bro.
Yeah. Pepper the Puppers Chanel on Diva Dog Fashion and Pedicures. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we can make it happen.
So the current plan is we're going to get to the East Coast by Thanksgiving. We're going to get set up. We're going to keep doing the show. And we're going to be a lot more serious about it. And we're going to be scheduling things in advance, firing up a social media machine. This is going to be our full-time gig for a while. Yep. We even got team sweatshirts. Look at this, team hoodies. See the greens?
They're supposed to be the same color. So.
Yeah, so we're going to give it a shot. So, we don't give a crap about big-ass truck payments and stuff like that. We're going to go for it, man. gonna roll out. We're gonna live in this pig for a minute, but we have a home base, so we have a safety net. We're not like these stinkfoot hippies, and they get in vans and like, it's great, man. Buy an old van and do whatever you want, because those are the same ones in their Instagram feed. It shows all these amazing pictures, and then it shows feet sticking out from underneath the back of it where they gotta fix it.
Remember the ones we parked behind in Echo Canyon?
Yep.
Yeah, just yeah, sticking out of the back of a barely working van, eating granola.
This dude literally is,
No shoes.
free-handing food, cruising around. He's like, yeah, it's cool, man. Dog running around, all that stuff. There's like perfect Instagram van lifer sort of stinkfoot hippie. It's just like, no.
Plus, I think we're a bit old.
We have a purpose. So
Yeah.
doing living in Walmart parking lot videos. Ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yes, those are getting a lot of hits, but here's the thing. A lot of these Walmart videos where you're living in a van in the Walmart parking lot, those Walmarts are starting to crack down.
Yeah, a lot of them are done
Yeah.
that way. But it's funny how none of these Walmart van dweller videos, they don't know you can go to Sam's Club and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Or you can go to Cabela's and do the same thing.
There's another place, too.
You can actually do it at Lowe's.
Bass
in some
Pro
places.
Shops.
Bass Pro Shops will let you do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different places. So if we ever stay in
Casinos.
those, casinos will let you do that too. If you go in there and gamble a little bit, let them know you're staying. Hospitals will also let you do it.
Oh, and it doesn't have to be just gamble, so you can go see a show. They'll let you stay now.
Well, yeah, you got to spend
Yeah.
some money. So there's lots of different ways to do it. We're not trying to circumvent the system or do anything like that. We're on a mission, but at the same time, if I go somewhere and we're going to drive, and they're like, oh, I'm tired. I wish I could take a 2-hour nap. I'm going to take a nap. I'm not trying to get a hotel room for no.
Yeah.
We did that coming across where literally spent $200 to stay in a hotel because we had dogs. So we had to pay a $100 non-refundable pet deposit so that I could sleep for 2 hours because I was too tired. I was afraid I was going to kill us on the road.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. That's what this is for. So we're going to travel. We're going to go to these places. We're going to interview people. We're going to investigate some of this weird stuff. We're going to see what's up.
Yeah.
We're going to document it, make the videos. We're going to make videos about everything. We're going to do podcasts about everything. We're actually going to bring back the Cheap Geek podcast to talk about other stuff because the last video we posted on Facebook from Cheap Geek has got like 50, 60,000 views already.
Yeah.
It's just weird. We've added over 100 new members. It's got 9,000 likes. I mean, all of a sudden it's just kind of blowing up a little bit. So we're going to sort of continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah, so some of those Cheap Geek podcast stickers might still be good, y'all. So, yeah.
Well, we got buckets.
We do.
I don't use Home Depot buckets. I like Lowe's. Lowe's is more of a family thing for us, so we use Lowe's. We don't use Home Depot.
Yeah, we're a Lowe's family.
And plus, Lowe's actually supports military and veterans, and they do the 10% discount and all that stuff. My money, as much as I can.
And Lowe's loves pepper. They love all
And they're
her
pet friendly,
foods.
so you could bring your freaking dog in there. That's fantastic.
Supposedly Home Depot is too, but
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
But Lowe's loves pepper. They heart and like all of her pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Very nice.
Yeah. Too bougie to poop in the orange bucket.
No, first off, how dare you? But why do I need an orange bucket to poop in?
That's Home Depot.
I know. It's like advertising. I like the cool blue bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more relaxing. Orange is like alert, danger, get y'all clenched up. See?
Anytime I walk into Lowe's, I feel my blood pressure drop. It smells so good in there.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means exactly.
Yeah. Well, it does smell nice in there.
It does.
Pepper loves it, so yeah. But we don't have much paranormal to talk about, so
No, we don't because we're moving.
yeah.
We're gonna move.
My laptop's
We gotta
all packed
go.
up. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the smell of cutlet is very nice.
yeah.
So, but we are coming back in March. We'll be back here in March. So, we were trying to be in Arizona in January. I'm not sure if that's going to work. So,
Is that the Cheap Geek or Creep Geek page? Group, Dirk. So
ooh, Mr. Dave. Where is that at in December? He's talking about Krampus.
Krampus knocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Krampus night. We're trying to make our way out to Utah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I want to go to Utah. They got some beautiful stuff there too. So.
Yeah, we're our way back out here in the spring because we do have some things we have to do out here. So we want to go back, and there's places we need to go in Utah. There's places we need to go in Arizona. There's a couple different conferences and conventions that sort of happen in the springtime that we're going to.
Yeah. I still want to go to South Dakota
Yes.
and Oregon.
We still have the Human Origins thing to do, and eventually we'll make our way up towards Portland. So, well, we have a home base, and we just have things we have to get set up for, and we want to make sure that if we are going to commit to this, to try to do this full time, which is what we're doing, and we decided we were going to do this months ago, actually. We got to put some serious business to it.
I got it.
So some serious effort will be applied. We've been slowly making sort of a little transitional change to be more serious with it, which is why the Cheap Geek page is growing, and actually CreepGeeks is growing as well, and the podcast is growing, but there will be some changes to be made. And we will do like a sort of a subscription thing too, so that whatever we do, people that subscribe see it first. And if you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to, but you'll see it later. So yeah, there's that. I mean, everybody's trying to do that. Everybody's like, get the merch and do this and do that. Yeah, but we're working things from a slightly different angle. So very nice. And we're all to do live stream. So I mean, I don't know what the quality looks like for you guys because the quality varies depending on your location. I mean, is this an acceptable thing?
That Skinwalker Ranch is out near him. So.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah.
I think that's still on fire, isn't it?
Kind of.
Well, it's always sort of smoldered a little bit in some spots.
Starting, I want to say it was last year, the highway that used to go up to it that got blocked off all the way down. That highway was in jeopardy because it got listed as a.
Well, it was super graffitied. It wasn't like.
Well, they were trying to destroy it, and there was a petition to save the highway to Centralia, Pennsylvania.
So the stream is potato yam quality, yes. Yeah. And that's the thing. Is that YouTube doing the potato yam quality, or is it us? I don't know.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then do we go back to Facebook and do our videos from there? So let us know. If you guys got a vote on it, maybe I'll put a poll or on the Facebook page. Let us know. Do you want us on YouTube or do you want us on Facebook?
Well, we're definitely going to we're going to do a Cheap Geek podcast on Facebook specifically. And I'll tell you why, just in case you're wondering. We started out doing the Cheap Geek podcast a long time ago. We like to do the paranormal stuff and kind of the weird, wacky, mysterious type stuff. The name didn't fit, so we changed it to CreepGeeks, and we didn't change the RSS feed because that's an aggravation. And so we've transitioned over. Right, so Cheap Geek became CreepGeeks when it comes to the podcast. Everything else has been pretty much the same. But now it seems like Cheap Geek is getting bigger and is growing, and it needs its presence again. So we have to kind of figure out how we're going to do that.
Yeah.
So instead of taking the RSS feed away from CreepGeeks again and putting it back to Cheap Geek, or starting a new one, we're just going to do a Cheap Geek podcast only on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's it. And then the audio podcast that you see, or if you are listening to it right now, that's going to stay the same because that's actually getting pretty big. So
as far as the audio, the audio listeners.
So we're probably going to have to split probably I can't say non, but a non-live stream audio podcast because we've had so many freaking issues.
Especially the past couple weeks. Yeah.
That podcast because the audio was awful.
Yeah.
So we have a couple different things. So, but it's all for the better. It's good. So we're gonna have a devoted audio podcast for Creep Geeks. We're gonna have a Cheap Geek podcast. It's gonna be Facebook only.
Yeah.
And YouTube videos for both. So.
A couple of times the lag made it look like Greg was tearing his face apart.
I was tearing my face apart.
And Montana said, full-time, got to do both. Absolutely agree. And, I mean, if we're going to be full-time, We need to put as much effort as we can to make sure the user experience, which is you guys' experience, is the best it could be. I mean, we are independent creators. There's only so much we can anticipate. Some of the problems we've had over the past few weeks.
I like Dirk's idea.
Yeah, we've looked and we did our part. It was either YouTube messing up or something in the compression, the upload messed up. Stuff that's kind of a little bit beyond our control because we're not mega celebrities. You know, nobody's gonna reach out. Oh, it sounds like your feed's messed up. Let's
Yeah.
devote more resources to you guys.
And most presences out there only pick like one or two things. They don't try to do.
All of them like
Yeah, they're like, we only do the audio podcast, you know,
yeah.
or we only do a live stream pre-recorded podcast. You know, we kind of want to do as much of that as possible. And there's a couple good ideas that we've got from the comments. Like, I think you all should do a pre-recorded, edited, uploaded videos mainly, and then live broadcast as a weekly special. I like that. Prospero, that was Dirk, by the way. Prospero actually brought up something that says, I think you need to try out other internet service providers as you travel. You may find there are better ones out there. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I will say, yeah.
Montana says the TV has strangely better quality, but there's like a 48-second lag that happens. And then Prospero says, I got to go now. Congratulations, Greg. And well, thank you very much, sir. Like I said, if you need anything, you've got an email, shoot to us.
Yeah.
You should send me your address, dude, so I can send you some stuff.
Yeah, stickers.
If you're still listening. So,
Yeah.
Dave, have you explored Twitch as a streaming alternative? Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. The problem with Twitch is that Twitch is the same quality that we have with YouTube, and it starts out great, and then it sort of just goes away, man.
Yeah. And then the community for us isn't exactly.
It's like no podcasters, but it seems like the only way to really win with Twitch, based off what we have, is if we rebroadcast.
Yeah.
So, but I have been looking at something called, there's a program out there, it's basically called Restream, where we can restream live 3 or 4 different places. Problem with that is that our internet where we are right now is terrible, and it won't let us. So.
Yeah, even if we upgraded, which why we're leaving, but.
But to be honest with you, there were no upgrade options out here at all. There were 2 companies, and they both provide the minimum internet they can.
Yeah.
And I get it. Things are spread out. We're kind of like in the outskirts of town, in the desert. You know, if we were back in like Virginia Beach or even in Portsmouth, live stream all day long, no problem.
But still, I spent some time in Texas, and I spent some time in a very small town in northern Texas. High-speed internet. Granted, it was a certain company that has bad reviews, but the high-speed internet was there, and it was reasonable. A company that I was kind of doing stuff for, one of them, tiny town in Texas, full high-speed internet, their internet bill is the same I'm paying here for residential internet.
Yeah, so, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if I could do Twitch and YouTube and all that all at the same time, hell yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah. Well, she's sulking.
So, the dog.
Yeah. Well.
So that's kind of the deal, man. So we are hitting the road in the next couple days, but we are coming back in March. But we're going to be doing more things. So 2019 is almost done, man. We got to get serious, make things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be super cool. But so we're sort of looking at the mobile options right now, because we're going to be mobile, because mobile makes sense. So doing a couple different things. You know, like, for example, what we're using right now to record.
Yeah.
I have no idea if the audio sounds any good or not. Who knows? I'm assuming people can hear us. So.
I hope so, too. So.
Well, that's kind of where we're at, everybody.
Yep. Any questions, concerns, comments, feedback, stuff?
Oh, and our original plan was on our adventure heading back to the East Coast to set up shop, if you will, before we start heading out again. We're going to be live streaming for most of the trip to see kind of what would happen, see how long we can do a marathon live stream type thing. And guess what? It didn't work out, because I'm not going to say that the company's a piece of crap, but it is. That didn't work out. More than one company. So
yeah.
don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. So we'll definitely, I don't know. So when we leave and hit the road, keep an eye out, because I'm just kind of curious as to see, and like, how long can you actually live stream on the road before you just completely lose signal? I'm assuming that as soon as we get out of the metropolitan area, it's just going to dump, and we're not going to be able to live stream at all. But we were going to do that together as we're going down the road. See, because with this nice wide-angle lens we have here, you can see both of us as we're putting down the road. But you're going to be in a different car. It's going to be kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
So
Current audio is better than video.
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So, man, got so much packing to do. So stressed out. So, but I'm gonna have to hold back the road rage. Yes, I've been so cranky all day today since all of our plans have been going awry. Even the Starbucks
Thank you,
girl.
Miss Espinoza. I appreciate that.
Yeah, even the Starbucks girl, when we went to get Starbucks, she looked at me and thought I was going to just be mean to her the whole time, just because of the tension in my face. So, no, Starbucks girl, you're fine. You're new. Take your time. I'm just in a bad mood because of everything else in the universe.
What would you like in your coffee, sir? Coffee?
Yeah.
I would like coffee in my coffee.
The right coast.
Have you thought about mobile satellite internet? You think I'm made out of money, man? Good Lord of the dance. How much does that cost?
If you got a deal, love it. So
I'm not paying like $400 a month for a mobile satellite. What's the upload speeds? That's what we got to worry about.
yeah.
Download's great. What's the upload? Shooting all those zeros and ones into space. Pew, 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 pew. Like PewDiePie. Pew, 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 pew.
I'm glad everybody's excited though.
I don't know, Ryan. How much does something like that cost? You might have some information on that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh my
Maybe
nose.
not. That's right. Cheap geek. Yeah, it's not cheap by choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got no money. Yeah, let me get out my satellite phone and call it the Pentagon. I need more bandwidth. Quick, get that man more bandwidth immediately. So we can sit here and drink coffee
And
in a
complain.
van and complain. And we got works to do. It's going to be an adventure, and we hope you guys stick around. I have to pee.
I know you do.
Yeah.
He's getting cranky. I'm getting cranky. Mostly
I'm not getting
because
cranky.
I'm just looking at our garage and I realize
Crank-a-pocapolis. What? Crank-a-potamus.
how much we have to pack.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know if Monday is going to happen the way we think it is. So it's like I'd rather get it done, be able to sleep, and then just drive with my hair on fire and get there by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Ooh, $75 a month. That's not too bad.
Okay. Mr. Ryan.
You should contact my people.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's very reasonable.
I mean, but if it starts at like $75 a month for like one or two, like at the most like a gig a month, that's, I mean, might as well just,
Yeah.
if it's something crazy like that. I did look into satellite internet, mobile satellite internet. Well, that's a long time ago now. It was about 6 years ago when we were thinking about doing the same thing we're trying to do now, and it's just unreasonable.
The meat guy from San Antonio has known an internet guy for 35 years.
Yeah.
Mr. Dave, interesting story. One of the comments in our chat, leave the haunted dresser there. Funny story. Starting about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, the haunted dresser.
Whoa! What's gonna happen? The haunted dresser.
The haunted dresser, I started to take out of the bedroom and disassemble it because we were trying to compact down how much stuff we had to donate or trash.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was take the drawers out. As I'm taking the drawers out, the drawers fell apart. I took one of the last drawers out. It gave me a huge splinter. Real bad. Hurt big time. So then I moved each of those drawers to the garage. Every single one of them managed to hit me on the knee because that dresser hated me. Then I tried to move the dresser to the garage. The dresser got me in the knee again.
Yeah.
That dresser hates me, and if it's haunted, that's fine because I crushed it.
We took it to the dump. Funny story about the dump. We had been going to the wrong part of the dump. is we'd gone to the dump a couple different times, and we were going back with these like big ass dump trucks and stuff in our van, and they're like, "What are you guys doing back here?" Like, we're here to throw stuff away. And it's, you're not supposed to be back here. This is for big trucks. And we're like, "Who? You don't tell me where." And so basically, we found out we were going to the wrong spot. Well, where we go to the dump now, which is at the dump, is this nice little place. You just pull off and you throw it, and this thing and this big bulldozer just drives over it. It's fantastic. So he took that dresser and I kicked the shit out of it right in the middle of that thing, and then the bulldozer ran it over.
Oh, and then when we were unloading the dresser, it tried to hit me in the face.
Yeah, yeah. That thing was pissed.
It hated me. And we have a comment, should have salted and burned that dresser. I did throw sage into it. So just in case that bulldozer, nothing bad happened to him as he was pushing it into the dump.
But I've decided if I ever have the opportunity to have a job like that, I would love to drive a bulldozer in a nice, safe, enclosed type area, just running over shit all day long. That'd be fantastic. Just smashing it with the spiky wheels.
Yeah.
And the guy just brings the thing down and crushes stuff, and he just pushes it to one end of the place where some dude just scoops it up, and that's all he does. Just smash it, runs it over, backs over a couple times, and just pushes it all to one spot. It's amazing. I would totally do that job.
We have a tip for traveling. Stock STOK coffee shots are like edible rocket fuel for long drives. Only $16 for a 100-pack.
Really?
Were those the things we were looking at today?
No.
Okay. So, and apparently you want to be Wall-E, which was a cartoon. But
Well, but he was just lonely.
along with that haunted dresser, in the past couple of weeks, we've actually gotten rid of a lot of stuff. Usually when we move or we travel, we hold on to some mementos. The Southwest is weird. So just to ensure none of this bad karma and
Mr.
none
Dave
of these
knows.
negative experiences travel with us to the East Coast, we've actually gotten rid of a lot of those antiques. I was saying earlier into the podcast, and I didn't really finish, I used to be in the antique business. I had an antique blog. I had a little antique Etsy shop where I sold vintage stuff. And if something gave me a weird vibe, I'd try to turn it around real quick and lower the price. Out here, as soon as we'd walk out of whatever junk shop or antique shop with whatever cool knickknack I found, like we had these little odometer trip things from like the early 50s from Arizona, some old turquoise knickknacks, things like that. As soon as we'd walk out or whatever store we bought them from, we'd just get a weird vibe, and then weird stuff would happen. I don't want to think that a culmination of everything that's happened to us in New Mexico is attributed to those knickknacks and things we've picked up along the way, so I just went ahead and redonated them.
Yeah.
Passed on the bad.
And the people are
mojo.
good. We like the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So, stoke. Okay. Stoke. Okay. I can't pronounce stuff. So.
It does.
Yeah.
Energy definitely compounds on energy.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
But.
It's going to be good.
Yep. Oh, God, so much packing to do. Yeah. Oh, Pepper's tired. Because she's done so much packing. So, we actually packed little go bags in case we do have to do anything along the trip. Pepper has her own little go bag. It's got her little socks and things to keep her warm. Also has her toothbrush, because she has to start brushing her teeth now. Because she's a little dog that doesn't want to eat hard food anymore. So, yeah.
Reading the comments.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
That is very true. Kind of sad about that, actually.
Yeah.
Ever since we got to New Mexico, we've been eating Thanksgiving dinner with Mr. Dave and his family.
Who makes the best stuffing in the whole wide world?
This will be the first time that's not happening, and it's
Yeah.
kind of sad.
Yeah.
No, never know. I mean, if shit goes wrong here, as things have been going wrong for like the past week,
Don't jinx us.
never know. Might be in your driveway. Saying, can you throw us some stuffing? It's so cold in the driveway. So.
Yeah.
What's that say? Lick my nose.
Let me know.
Ah. Yeah. Lick my what?
Lick,
That's what I thought it said.
spelled with a K.
I can't see it. It's so far away.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow. We're getting quotes now for satellite.
12 megabits for 40. How much? 40 gigs?
Yeah.
Blow through that in a day.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a day.
Well, I mean, when you upload like all those really big videos, so.
Well, the average video is 2 gigs.
Okay.
Yep. Well, between 1.5 and 2 gigs, depending on length.
Guess I'll have to ship stuffing. That'd be great. Could they also make sure it's warm?
You're asking a lot. You just need to you need to appreciate what people offer.
I know.
Instead of like, oh, that's great. Do you think you can go out of your way to make it any more? Come on.
It's a joke, okay?
Don't mess around with the stuffing. It's not a joke.
The stuffing, guys, it had bacon and sausage in it. It's so
Meats.
good.
Super tasty.
Yeah. So for Thanksgiving, if Dave was ever having trouble finding
It's
Mr. Dave ever had trouble finding certain ingredients for his stuffing, I would be at Walmart at like 9 o'clock at night or Smith's, and I'd be like, I found this. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, because that's one thing about Thanksgiving I love, stuffing. Also,
It is.
yeah. So, yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. My nose.
So I think at this point we need to. Yes, it was very appreciated. I appreciate it too. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of wrap it up. We've been doing this for about 82 minutes and 25 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh, unlimited plan, 100 meg. Ooh, $200 a month because.
Oh, God.
No, that's a lot. We're just going to go to Starbucks and steal their internet. We're just going to podcast.
The other van dwellers.
Yeah, we're going to podcast. Actually, I'll just fire up the old Wi-Fi antenna, which I have not installed. That's another thing, too. I got solar panels to install. I have the Wi-Fi antenna, the extended range. Anyway, we got 4G and different. I have a couple different antennas to install. We have a bunch of stuff to build out in the van. It's going to be a thing. So, yes, it's going to be very, very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to use a Yagi antenna. I'm going to do omnidirectional, but I'm going to do 2 of them. Because I would have to get up and point the Yagi antenna where it needs to be. And that might be a little problematic, but if I do 2 omnidirectionals side by side, about 24 inches apart, it'll make them linear. So, depending on where we are, if I know where it's coming from, boom. And plus, I won't lose the ground plane. Anyway, with all that stuff being said, with the antennas, there's a couple different types that we're going to go. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to do cell phone and Wi-Fi, and I've already got the router that we need to be able to use cellular, 4G cellular, along with some other stuff, including the new broadband ranges for like T-Mobile and upcoming 5G, because we figured, hey, if we're traveling, Wi-Fi is good, but you have more of a likelihood of having decent cell phone than Wi-Fi, depending on where you are. So, kind of a thought with that. So, yes, very nice. Thank you very much for the safe travels. We haven't gone yet, but hey, we'll be back. We're not going anywhere. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. We'll still be available. What are you taking a picture of?
Us podcasting. So, yeah.
Is it really a podcast? I guess it is if I go edit it. Isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yes. Very nice. Any questions, comments, concerns? Let us know. We do appreciate it. We're not really going anywhere. We're just going to change geographical locations. We got stuff to do, but we are coming back in March. Because we got a conference to do. There's also one in Dulce. We got to do that one too. So, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I really want
what is this?
What is that?
It's a spider doing push-ups on a mirror.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Thing like that. It's nice.
You're killing me.
Can you do this?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't. All right.
All right, guys.
Oh, here we go. Mountain a bike, quad directional on our old squad car. No, man, I'm not doing all that. You're trying to get me arrested. There's some weirdo riding around. All that stuff to worry about.
Like weirdo van police on Instagram. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
So.
Very nice. Anyway.
All right, we got so much packing to do.
Yes. It'll be good. Plus, we got phone calls to make later too. So.
Yep.
Very nice.
And we do plan on checking in while we're on the road. It's just now
Quite a
that
bit.
now that I have to drive, we'll have to pull over and do it instead of just going live from on the road.
I'm just gonna press the button. Live. Listen to me talk.
Who's gonna share your stuff? I'm always one sharing the show.
I'm just gonna talk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let it happen.
So, oh, my toes are cold. That's one thing. So.
Well, all right.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go.
Because we have packing to do.
We're not anywhere close. It's terrible. So, there you go. See you guys later.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Watch this when I take this. Check it out. I'm gonna take off this wide-angle lens. Ready? Boop.
Oh, God.
That was probably better.
Drive slow and don't stop for strangers. See
Which
you
one do you
next
like better?
time.
You like that, or you like the wide angle? Where is it?
You just
I can't do it.
Everybody's trying to say
Whoa.
bye to us. I'm trying to read their bye-byes. So, bye, Mr. Brian. So,
See you later.
gonna miss you guys. So,
Yes.
yep. And good
We
night.
might have
good
to.
night.
We might have to sneak by and see you guys outside before we leave. You guys that you know us more
Yeah.
than just the average people, right? Maybe cause a little bit of incidents right in front of your workplace, real slow, just creep on you. Stand outside and see what happens. Cause some issues. What do you think about that?
just stand out and smoke.
Yeah. Just like, what's up, guys? What do we do? It'll be fantastic. We might have to do that.
All right.
We might actually, and also,
Yeah, take a windowless van on a slow crawl.
it's gonna creep in front of your workplace.
Right, free candy on the side.
Yeah. That'd be funny. Yeah.
Until the cops come.
That'd be great. It's like, what is it? I don't have a fit. Yeah. Cause some problems. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, you can't tell me what to do.
Come on, peeps. Come on.
Sweet.
Pepper.
Yeah. Well, that person can go straight to hell. Well, I think it would be fun. Because, at the end of the day, it's all about doing what we want, right?
Yeah.
So, sweet.
All right, y'all.
Alrighty, we're going to see you guys in a little bit. So, you'll see us again.
Play the ice cream truck music.
I'm not even going to play ice cream truck music. Just going to ride by
Yeah.
and just creep and look at everyone. Just going to scoot up a little bit some more. All right. So, anyway, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Oh, somebody's trying to talk to us.
Ah.
Do I
Yes.
hit end on this?